Nobody saw that.
Let's put the needles away. All right, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Come on.
Here we go. We're live. Hey, let's see how this fucking. Let's let these bastards see how the sausage is made. Huh? How's this sausage made, baby?
Who's watching? A couple of bastards.
Yeah.
You little bastard.
You little bastard.
All right, there you go.
Bastard.
Oh, this money. This video just became demonetized real quick. The first fucking 8
Ah,
seconds.
well.
Hey, what do you think about Putin?
Well, you'll have about 50% of people going, can't believe he said it like that.
Yeah.
Mate, how much? How do you say it?
Oh, he goes, it's Putton. It's Putton.
What do you have? Just Putton. We all relax in our own ways.
Mate, putt for dough.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, drive for show, putt for dough. Not really. Every shot has the same mathematical value.
One. Singular sensation. Every little step we take. That's something out of your playbook, that is.
Okay. I wasn't listening.
All right. Now, I've sort of forgotten that we're actually on the internet now. We're broadcasting. But happy Saturday to people out there. Welcome to the Great Cricketer. Yeah. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. Welcome to your fucking church, you dog coats. Dog coats. Now, dog coats would be an interesting business. I can get into a bit of dog coat gear.
Oh, mate, that's a ruined word, though. You know, like there's a lot of having a dog myself. Hey, thanks, Anwar Tarek. That's really kind. And I will answer that. But you go through, like having a dog myself. When you go and buy dog food, a lot of them, it's like a lot of those businesses that have the word alpha in it, because alpha still kind of titillates and energizes, and it's what we kind of still strive for and yearn for, even though we increasingly understand the toxicity of the idea.
Of course.
With dog food, there's a lot of coat on stuff that you buy for them, because a lot of them are marketing to say, or super coat. There's a super coat one. And we always say every club needs a super coat. Every dog needs a super coat as well. And I obviously buy that product. But like, here you go, Florima, your super coat.
Now, I don't want to, ostracize any companies out there, Pez. You know, it's a capitalist world, and I'm a material girl living in a material world. But when I see a bloke wearing alpha undies, bin.
Yeah, bin it.
Bin.
It's bin stuff.
Now, how many men's underwears do I see? More than you think. More than you think. And I know that you think it's actually quite a lot. You think it's a lot. It's higher than what it is. I see a lot of men's underwear.
Yeah.
Now
I'm just driving a couple of the shots here, by the way. We're just using Restream, so we're just going to zoom in a little bit here, and let's bring people behind the fourth wall here, guys. Sorry, you're just about to start talking, and I've come in over the top, and I apologize. But I'll keep going. I mean, if I truly apologized, I'd just hand it back. But it's a rhythmical thing, you see. Fourth wall stuff. Look, a lot of people have said, Pezza, you're a bit too zoomed in, but I got a problem here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to turn my camera around and all this kind of gear. But if I'm any further away, like where he goes is, then my mic boom. So if I go to where he goes is there. Now my mic doesn't get close to me. You see? Would that be about right for you, he goes? I can't get the mic boom close. I might change the mic boom. Previously, I didn't have a boom. I had one of these bad boys, and I'm resting it on my belly. And we've got guys writing in saying, oh, what was I called? A natural. It was some disgusting audio term, like it wasn't vacillator or something like that. But point is, you're a super coat. The point is, you can't win. The point is that every time you say anything on the internet, especially on this channel, you piss somebody off. And at some point, and it's bad for your mental health, but you have to kind of ride that, right?
I mean, you don't speak for that. What you've actually said has pissed me off, to be honest, because I can sort of go both ways with it. But
that's my point.
Someone said Vladimir Putt-bin.
Putt-bin, yeah, good.
Bin stuff.
He says, mate, we get a lot of DMs. We've had a lot of DMs lately from people.
I've had a lot of DMs lately.
I know, mate. Well, that's you've actually had a consistent amount for a long time, and I say it as a compliment, and I say it also because I hack into your stuff. But
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember replying to a lot of those people.
Yeah. It's more like I've got to be careful about what I've read and not, because you can get the grey bomb stuff going. But
a
lot of people writing in saying like, "Do you seriously say auction like that?"
Oh, mate,
they actually want to know.
I had the same thing. It's like, oh, what's the inside joke with auction? What do you mean?
And also, like, people asking earnestly, "Oh, do you seriously say it like that?" Like, what's your answer meant to be to that? Yes.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I reserve the right myself.
Get your wife's name out my
mouth.
Out me fucking mouth.
Out me fucking mouth, you dog.
Out me fucking mouth.
Don't get me wrong, he goes. I reserve the right to mock other accents that are different to mine. But when it comes back, that's not fair. I don't know what that is. Some would allege that's the particular kind of prejudice that I carry. Bin stuff.
Well, what people don't realize is that we don't have an accent. Everyone else has an accent.
Yeah, everyone else has an accent. That's exactly right. Okay, a bit of video game.
Arun said we should interview Ravi Shastri. I hadn't even thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should interview like some players and stuff. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Give that a go.
What do you reckon? Just Ravi Shastri at gmail.com? Just
what's his test cap number? Someone let me know. What was his highest score in Test cricket?
Hey, he goes, do you play Cricket 22? Kamal's asking.
Have I played Cricket 22? No, I don't think I have. Mate, I gamed a lot when I was, and that's just game theory, which is a separate thing, of course.
We were gaming a few situations before this started as well, just tech-wise. Game it out.
And I also like to eat birds. Big game hunter. What? I used to game a lot as a younger person, but I feel like my brain has changed, and I'm gonna blame TikTok. And I am going to I don't get the same serotonin hit. Like how many FIFA games can you play? Because like you probably would have been the same. I think FIFA 95 was the first FIFA, or FIFA Soccer or something like that was the first. So I was alive when and in the age bracket. So I played every single FIFA, but like I keep buying it every year, keep giving them a fucking 120 AUDs. But like I'll play it for like 2 games, and it's like I've played this game before, and so I don't get the same satisfaction. And so like all these software companies that make these, like the production houses that make these games, they're just releasing new games every year. I don't think I've played Cricket 22. And the point is, I used to play. I mean, I've got a PlayStation 5, but I don't use it that much. Does that answer your question?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Ask TGC Live Sunday. A loose start, if you will, and I know you will. We're going to get through as many questions as we can. And by that, I mean we'll take as long on any question that we want and move it into tangents. And what you're going to have there is basically a devaluation of our Patreon, which is basically that. So if we're doing this live for free, everyone who pays us money will think, wow, I could just get that for free. And that's because we're bad at business and bad at money. So without further ado, here is Anwar Tariq, a super chat, not to be confused with super coat. He goes, boys, which player would you draft for the Manchester United cricket team?
Hang on, I don't understand the question.
Okay, I can give some background to this. So in the most recent international break, which I think went for 3 or 4 weeks, can't believe it. Can't believe, as you would say, I'm not getting fucked in the face with 3 Premier League games a day. But so anyway, some press came out that at the West Indies England Test match, the Glazers had travelled over, as had like Ralph Rangnick. The Glazers had travelled, so Ralph Rangnick went to the West Indies game.
Of course.
The Glazers went, and someone's going to correct me on this, but the Glazers met some, sort of oil gas conglomerate people, and they released information saying, like a picture and a caption saying that we're over discussing a Manchester United cricket team or some shit like that. and you know, fans are pretty happy in and around
Oh,
Salford
yeah.
and Trafford, etc.
Yeah.
So, who would you draft, mate, with that in mind? Now that Manchester United are creating a cricket team,
Fred. It's got to be Fred.
yeah, after Freddie Flintoff, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Just sort of bat 8, don't bowl kind of gear.
Okay. And that's the quality you're going to get here. Ash I, another one, super chat. Where's the vest, Pezzy lad? Now, what the fuck is a vest around the world? What are we talking about here? Because it's a different...
vested interest is what we're talking about.
Have you divested from Manscaped?
Have you diversified your funds?
Vest.
That's a different...
What vest do I wear? Is that... that's the singlet.
No, he's talking singlet. He's talking about,
about
your training singlet.
Hey, man. Hey, look, let me, you know, our classic media training here is like, well, what I would say. So, you know, you don't actually answer the question.
You're
you
not
say,
saying that.
What I would say. And I like that as well, because you're sort of hypothetically saying something and saying it at the same time without committing to saying it.
Well, if I was speaking, which I'm not,
that's right. What I would say if there was something to say.
What I would say to that. Isn't language funny?
Isn't it?
Fuck
where is it? Well, I have 2 vests, as you call them. We call them singlets here. And they're both in the wash because every day here is 35 degrees. It's wet season. And on like on your Apple weather app, it'll tell you it's 35. And then you scroll down and it'll say feels like 41, 42. And let me tell you, today, ladies and gentlemen, my family and I got on a ferry to a place called Mandora. And we did that because if you're trying to entertain 3-year-olds and 1-year-olds, the best thing that you can ever do with kids is just take them on public transport. Guaranteed winner. Any public transport, anywhere, anytime. Get them on a bus, get them on a train, something. Just get them moving, and they love it. Looking out the window, it's just as things moving, it's trappings for the eyes, it's a whole thing.
Hell yeah.
We got on a ferry to Mandora, and that part was great. And that's we're getting into some pretty remote areas. Like that's an hour and a half from Darwin. Not a lot of people around, a lot of big dragonflies. What we hadn't counted on was we hadn't really thought about what to do once we get off the ferry. And the nearest place, and this is some Australia shit for you, like fucking Northern Australia, big ass shit. It's seriously, it's like 9:30 in the morning. It's 35 degrees. All there is a straight bitumen road, no courtesy bus, no nothing. And the nearest shop's 40 minutes away. 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. In a pram, to be fair. So I'm glistening up a fucking storm, walking with 25 kilos of kids, shit on my back. Obviously, I'm now in a war.
Glistening.
Like glistening up some turkey. Sweat. Yeah.
I understand.
And thank fuck, we got about a third of the way to this shop. We didn't know what to do. Just going to walk these kids around. And someone drove past. He'd driven past. He's like, are you guys just walking? We're like, yeah. He's like, okay, you need to hop in. This is the worst walk in the history of the world. And we got in. Turns out he worked like peripherally with my wife. And he took us to this. I didn't think about that. Seemed really nice. No, he took us to another place called Cox Country Club, which is like 30 minutes. It's a 30-year throwback. Felt like I went back 30 years. And it was great. Anyway, hey, that's where my vest is. My vest is in the wash, sweating up a storm.
Now, because like I feel like the vest is part of like Indian garment, right? It's like you see like commentators when they're like when they're dressed up for commentary gigs, and they're wearing like an actual vest over like a like it's a type of shirt without the collar. I can't think of the name of the cut of that shirt. Anyway, but that's what I associate the vest to be. Then there's like, you know, a sweater vest, if you can, you know, cop my Chandler Bing reference from, you know, 1999. But yeah, where does it, like the term wife beater, did you ever use that even like parochially?
Never.
Hey, check on the old wife beater. What?
What? Why?
I don't know where it came from.
Why did you release those words from your mouth?
I
like how you're doing it though. Like you're saying like, I can't believe others say this word.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I can't say. Yeah. I'm sort of more shining a light onto it rather than saying it. Another super chat here. X factor for this year's World Cup. We're talking about football World Cup, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Not the T20 one. We already had one of them. I don't know. What? Okay, do both, you guys. Give us one for cricket, one for football.
Wait, are they talking about the X Factor? As in, are they changing the rules? Like, is there actually going to be an X Factor in the World Cup? Like there was in the fucking Big Bash?
In the BBL. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have an X Factor player, right? Should we have one? Maybe it is. Maybe that is what Alex.
Nah,
I'd be surprised if.
Right. I mean, I was looking at the draw for the because obviously the groups for the Football World Cup got announced the other day, a couple of days ago, and like they're saying that Argentina and Brazil are probably the favorites to win. Who knows what that means? And all I want in life is just a Portugal Argentina World Cup final, just to see the fucking meltdown from blokes going, Messi is shit, no Ronaldo's shit. Everyone's shit. Who's good? No one's good. They're all shit. You can't even be just like, no, the other guy is better. It's like, no, he's really bad. He's a really bad player. Do you watch the games? Just catch them on highlights if I'm honest. A couple of TikToks and just set to some like EDM in the background. A couple of highlights, a couple of clips, dribbles.
I'm waiting for the Euro Super League myself.
No, mate, they sorted that out. They sort of had a go, and then they just stopped it. They had one go, then they stopped it. And they were like, oh, okay, no, people aren't going to go for this. And I actually don't need to really boost my profits. I'm pretty happy with the money I've got. That's sort of how most people work. You're sort of just content with the amount of money that I've got. Send in more super chats if you want to pay some money for get some questions. And then Cricket World Cup, mate. I don't know. Australia's probably going to be the favourite, right? Because they'll be playing at home. Pretty good at home, I guess. I mean, they were favourites 2 years ago when the World Cup was supposed to be originally. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes. Who do you want to be thrown out of the IPL? I mean, for me, the answer is no one. That's a quick one. No, I don't want anyone thrown out.
Players? No.
I want thrown out.
I want the like. I was thinking like Shaheen Shah Afridi. I was thinking like just even on those shit wickets in Pakistan, like his airspeed. He had guys hopping like Warner, Khawaja. There was times where he might be up there with like the most difficult to face. Archer would be as well if he was playing any cricket, I reckon. But like he'd be fucking electric in the IPL. All the Pakistan players would be. But I understand politically why they aren't allowed to play in that. Not even fucking Ramiz Raja can commentate on it. That's how serious the relations there are, mate. Yeah.
But that's players you want in. That's not ones you want thrown out, right?
Yeah, but I don't want anyone thrown out. Yeah. That was my answer. I was like, get more people in.
Let's get him in. All right. Is S Broad the biggest coat in cricket? I think so. No, there'd be far bigger coats than S Broad. And also Stuart Broad is Stuart Broad. Like he's a great of English cricket. So once you're a great, obviously as a player, then
he is a super coat though.
Yeah, but it's funny, isn't it? Does the coterie sort of gain a level of like, does it get a bit of a force field around it if there are some commensurate results to go with it? Or is it more like, no, I just judge you as a coat or not? Because like there's nothing worse than a coat who can't play.
Worst kind of coat.
The worst kind of coat. You get good stories about those guys, and people just cannot believe how much of a coat someone can be, even though they can't contribute on field.
Yeah,
I don't think Stuart Broad's the biggest coat in cricket.
No,
that's a big call. I'm not going to name any, but I don't think.
I think he'd make the 11. I'd say he'd make the. But you know what? Yeah, I bet he's a fucking ripping bloke off the field. I bet he's a great beard. Right. So it's like, what do you want? Like, and also I don't. You know when like Australian press ran like they just didn't say his name for a bit, and this is like in the Courier Mail and some shit like
Grim
because he nicked off to Clark off Ashton Agar in 2013 or whatever that was. He didn't walk. Why the fuck should he walk? That was the greatest moment in Ashes history. That was fucking awesome.
And the greatest moment in his career. I would fucking give my left nut to go through that. What an amazing experience that would have been for him. That would have been so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
how fucking embarrassing it is. Like, we're not gonna say his name. Oh, you fucking wet little super coat. That's fucking so embarrassing. If we don't say his name, it doesn't exist. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, join our codes here on YouTube, by the way. All right, I'm scrolling down here. I'm looking for supers now. This one's from someone called Watch Me Eat. I haven't read it. Favorite come town bit. All right, that's a great question because I was listening today, and I'm just. It's just like he goes talking about that other stuff before. Like, I'm not saying this myself. This is what I was hearing said. And I thought it was funny. But they were doing an ad today for some gambling sponsor or other, like, because gambling's taken off in the US, new laws and shit. And they did something,
Right.
but then they were like, and I can't do his accents, by the way, but they were like, this company is based in Switzerland. And then Nick started doing like a Swiss bank account person. Like, here's your box, sir. Okay, come and put your monies in my box. It will be fun. And then, like, they started like working on the accent, and all of a sudden, and now they were talking to Hitler. They're like, "Oh, here, Hitler, come and get this and put it in." and then like they started working, like, evolving the accent, and all of a sudden that Swiss person turned into Fran Fine from The Nanny. Herr Hitler,
Mr. Sheffield.
Herr Hitler. And then all of a sudden, she was married to Hitler, and then they started talking about how Miss Fine stopped Mr. Sheffield from being gay. And I'm not saying that's funny or not necessarily. That's just the latest thing that I was listening to.
He stopped him. He stopped him from being gay. Stop doing that. Oh, that's
anyway.
naughty.
That's naughty.
Stuck in a lift.
Okay. And then someone else has written in. He goes, well, there goes $13. All right. That was Alex Muir, just to let us know. He wrote in before. Thanks, Alex. Okay. Another one. This is just before he wrote in the super chat.
Yeah, he wrote in before, and he was saying, like, should Alyssa Healy replace Finch? And then there's been several questions on here about, is Finch finished?
Oh, thank you. You're right.
I think Finch has been finished by many people for about 2 years now. And it's tricky with white ball cricket, isn't it? Because just all the runs are scored by openers these days in all white ball cricket. So, like, can you sacrifice? I don't know. He's one of Australia's greatest ever white ball players. Probably deserves a crack. He's been an amazing captain for Australia, and he's a close personal friend. So, I think he should actually be the prime minister.
Yeah.
It's just getting a bit ugly, isn't it? Like, at the end of a guy's career, have the eyes gone? I don't know. He's not finished. I still reckon he can pull off like 150 somewhere. I still think he's that good a player. So, but maybe other guys are better. I don't know. I honestly don't care about this Pakistan white ball series, if I'm honest. And not as the rest of Australia, because the footy's on.
I just think with Finch, like before I met him, like, if I took that view, I'd be like, oh yeah, he's washed as fuck. But like now I've talked to him a few times, and he's super nice and like really good. So I'm kind of like, nah, give him another crack. And anyway, okay. David Warner joined DC. Someone writes in. Thank you. That's a comment. I've just turned it. Another one's written in. He goes, Sujish has said, have sex. I guess
that's
hard to disagree with. Yeah, thanks for that advice. I guess that goes out to everybody. Marcus Jameson, he goes, how are we, boys? I guess it's sort of implicit from the way we're going. I mean, and you wouldn't know how we're going. Sometimes you have to put a mask on for this sort of stuff. All sorts of stuff going on in lives.
Always.
And I'm never going to tell you. Okay. Glazers met Gary Sobers. Yeah, well, fuck. Sport is fucked, isn't it, really?
I'm looking forward to the Qatar World Cup this year.
Yeah, indeed, with their air conditioners. Akshay, hello, Pezzy lad. Okay, just for me, not for you guys. Why?
No dramas.
Yeah. Okay, a lot of Harry Maguire stuff, a lot of Harry Fridge stuff. I'm just trying to make my way down here. Oh, here we go. There's one for you. He goes, this is nice. I just love you. He goes, OBE. That's not what, and because you helped with Alex's question. Alex again. Fuck, Alex is absolutely rolling in it.
OBE. Okay. Feels like a bit Collingwood 2005 vibes, but yeah, I'm into it.
I'm getting dunked on here by Deepak. Pez, if you were a spinner, punt would have smacked you. Did you get it, boys? Well, I mean, I was a spinner, and punt would have smacked me if I bowled to him ever, because he's a superior player.
Pez, with respect, he's smacked better spinners than you.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was saying that, so you didn't really need to come over the top to confirm.
No, I just sort of got in there. Sort of.
I don't think that's really your go. That sort of dunk stuff. I don't know if you're okay, but dunk stuff doesn't suit that. You don't wear that well. So M Vemus Why don't you just interview Tendulkar? Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's
great.
actually,
That's a great
that'd be
idea.
good. Mate, that'd be
Tendulkar,
really
because we've got a
good.
list.
Yeah.
I've got Aaron Gox on my list.
I can't believe you didn't think of because I just saw that St Kilda won the club championships this year. I got a couple of blokes on that from that club, just like, we should talk to them. Sachin Tendulkar would be good, eh?
Yeah,
we should just get him.
Sachin Tendulkar. A drunk Sam Perry is the best version of Sam. Look, that's really unhealthy for you to say and to encourage me in that respect. To be honest, I don't. I'm not an object. S. Srivastava. See, I'm trying to say your name correctly there.
Srivastava.
This is a fucking hell. Okay. Now it looks like I have been drinking, which I haven't. That's just some fucking all-time pronunciation from you. Hey, I just think that's a lesson for you. Presidente Tan's coming along real nice. Okay, enough of that. Okay, Shubham's written in here. Trappings for the eyes. How about the white earbuds, white hair, round head, and bushy eyebrows? Rooster, this Pezzy lad. Am I getting fucking rinsed by Shubham Goyal here? Couple internet folks logging on.
Am I fucking on this stream, or is this just like a private Zoom? It's like,
sorry, you're right. Yeah, oh, you're a fucking OBE.
No, it's fine. I'm not. I'm like, I don't really sort of tally up the comments. Like, I'm just doesn't. Nah, mate, just read the next one. Just fucking whatever. It was just sort of sort of what, mate.
All right, okay. Well, let's just keep on the Pez theme. I'm fucking in charge of this ship. Oh, hey Pez. Why'd you move to Darwin? Was it business related, the misso, or just a better time zone for international cricket?
It was international cricket time zones. That's what it was.
Yeah. What I did was, Higgos and I really consolidated our business in Melbourne. He moved down to help the business grow. And what I decided to do in that circumstance was to actually move 4,000 kilometers away. Up to Northern Territory. Just once again, I just felt like it was a good business opportunity for us to move away from each other. Also, my wife is an emergency pediatric doctor who's completing a compulsory rotation up here, and I support her career dearly because at the end of the day, her job's probably more important for the community than mine. But the more people that subscribe to YouTube, if we get that up sort of 110K up to maybe pushing 150s, and I've said this to her in those terms.
Yeah.
If we sort of start pushing 150s, you're gonna have to start looking at the scale of the thing, Dal.
She must find it very hard when she comes home from a shift and you're just like, can you put today to me in grade terms? That must be difficult every day.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that helpful?
Well, we were in the pool today with the boys, and they wanted me to. The boys were requesting like cannonball into the pool, right? So I'm doing a run and jump, holding onto my knee, getting a big splash going, and
nice.
I gave myself a big run up, and I wasn't satisfied with the ready set go I was getting from my 3-year-old Ted. So I asked him to repeat it, and I still wasn't satisfied. And I asked him to do it more slowly and more dramatically, and he failed again. And I made him do it again. And then Tori was like, can you please run and jump into the pool? And I'm like, listen, I don't give you advice about how to do procedures at work. That's right. Don't give me advice about entertainment and building a scene and building a narrative. Okay. All right.
Must have been a long walk from the ferry.
It was a big old day. Okay. Yash, bin sunrises. Okay.
That's what they call it.
Here's one. Here's another interview request from Dipesh, pal. Why don't you all interview Dhoni?
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm not sure it would. I'm not sure the vibe would work, or I don't think the numbers would be very good.
I don't think it'd be worth it. Yeah, I don't. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, someone's written the Gayote coat. Okay, let's just keep scrolling here. He goes, there's a bit going on. He's Finch finished. I'm trying. Okay, there's a couple more here. Lloyd Sharma. Okay, he goes 1. Thanks, Lloyd. Irrespective of coach, which IPL team would you like to play for? 2, if you're captain, which 2 players would you break the bank for? That's the Swiss bank we were talking about earlier. Go quickly.
I would want to play. Who would I want to play for? What team would I want to play for? What are the teams? Who plays?
Delhi.
What's the sport again?
Do you want to play for Delhi under Ponting?
Yeah, but he was saying irrespective of coach. So, because he knows that, mate. So he knows the answer is I want to play under Ponting. I'll do anything for Ponting. I'll do anything for him. But
Yeah.
I feel like I want to play for the Mumbai Indians because I want to be on Netflix. So, and there's a bit of star power behind there, a bit of Rohit Sharma gear. I like a dark blue, like just in terms of the navy, that sort of royal blue jersey. It sort of gets me going, makes me look good. So I think it's probably if irrespective of coach, which is Virat Kohli's nickname, then I'd want to play for, I think, Mumbai. And then which two players would you break the bank for? Hasaranga and and that guy who bowls wheels for Bin Sunrisey and Aaron Finch. Yeah, Hasaranga and Aaron Finch. That's who I'd fucking. And that's why the Deccan Chargers fell over when I was owner. They just sort of made some bad business decisions. I got a couple of clubbies in there and spent way too much. We had some nights out there, let me tell you.
Yeah. RCB for me, just for the circus and a bit of behind the scenes nag stuff. And and two players break the bank for us. Yeah, like there's a good player I played threes with, MG.
Mudguts.
And my Mudguts. Mudguts. I'd love to play IPL with Mudguts. And another guy, Codes. Codes is a good fella and good in the tubs too on the circuit. All right.
So if you had powers at an IPL auction, would you just like try and play with your mates? So like if I was captain and do you need qualifications to get into the auction? Or can you just like put yourself in? You can just put yourself in the auction, right?
That can't be right. I mean, otherwise that people would do that.
We should do that.
Yeah.
No, do you remember when Craig Simmons hit 300s in the Big Bash one year?
Mm.
And I don't think he was even contracted by Western Australia at that time. He got himself into the auction, but he scored 3 Big Bash hundreds. So, but my point being is that like if I'm in charge of it, if I've got the mallet, or if I've got the paddle at the auction, I'm having a look at S Perry. I want to play a couple of games of cricket with you.
Yeah. If you could do it, just get your friends in an IPL side.
Yeah, that's
called Manchester.
Isn't that what
United.
we all want?
Yeah. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, Dinesh Rajan. I'm a fan of Ravi Ashwin and your channel. Well, you meant to say Ravi Chandran Ashwin. So how big a fan are you? Will you do a show with him? Okay. Like I'll put it this way: there are irons in the fire. You know, we do try very hard to bring people onto the show that the fans want. You know, it's just like it's hard. It's the guys are busy, and there's you've got to build trust, and we try and build partnerships and relationships to bring players on and people on, and a lot of people who come onto the show are so generous to be able to do so. And frankly we're pretty new into Indian cricket, and it's going to probably take us some time to develop that trust and work things out. Would love to chat to Ashwin and all the other people that you've said, and we work hard. So you never know. You never know. That's helpful, isn't it? Don't you like that? It's about as good as someone saying, time will tell. Well, of course it will fucking tell. Of course time will tell. You know, guess we'll see. Well, yeah, that's true, mate. I guess we will. It's not even a guess. I mean, we will see. Okay, change of tune. Samrat Mana, my left nut is finished. Okay.
That's good. That's good control that you know where the sperm is coming from. I presume that's what that was about.
Yeah, that's right. I said I'd give my left nut to something else. Okay. So I've one, give me an internship. I'll work for free. 2, need an American grade cricketer tour ASAP. Okay. Well, first thing, you can check that tone at the fucking door, Sorav, just telling us what you need for when you're someone who actually wants something.
Yeah.
I respect the approach. Give me an internship. I'll work for free. Well, people will have seen recently that we advertised for a social media producer. And it was very clear that we paid people who do work, that there are people who do advertise for unpaid internships. We didn't have a look at that, not going to have a look at it. You know, others can do what they wish. But you're going to pay people, I think, for doing work. That's pretty fair. So if you were to get an internship, you'd get money. But judging by the way you've written it, you're a long way back. Need an American grade cricketer tour ASAP. Okay, if you can sort of open a few doors in NYC, then you're back in. And so that's a way of me saying that, yeah, like there are some probably intangibles you can bring to the table Not the sort of ones that Higgos brings to the table, but we've had a few nights like that.
But I just went on the Great Cricket Tour. It was just I didn't do any shows, and you weren't there. So I'm sorry if you didn't come and see me. That's sort of on you, that stuff. Mate, I reckon we could probably just about tour the US for a small loss. And when I say small, I mean quite significant.
Quite a significant loss, yes.
Like, how many shows would we need to do to fly to it's quite a long way. I mean, like, so if we spent like a week there, coast to coast, let's say we did 5. Could we do 5-6 shows in the US? Yeah, we could probably just about swing that. Maybe we could do 10. Okay, let's do 50 stadium tours. Okay, let's do a stadium tour.
50 stadium tours. Yeah. Hey, why is Sanju Samson not able to break into the Indian team? We've answered that. Lid positioning. Anything else to add?
Yep.
It's the way his lid sits on his head. It's very, very, very easy. Okay. One about you, I think here goes from Watch Me Eat again. Ian Higgins looks like Bale without the cap. You all right with that? Take that.
Too many he's talking about Gareth Bale, or he's talking about Christian Bale, or just any white person who looks the same.
Or a bale of hay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it's a typo.
Sam P, let's talk more about Nugsy, Voldemort. I reckon you could just about get him on the show. Well, I don't know who you are, Shanawaz Malik, but the Nugsy that I know does resemble Voldemort a little bit, in fact, in the sense that I do as well, with that lid. So I don't know who you are, but
who's Nugsy?
Oh, we don't need to go into that, but
Nugsy's, as in the character.
It's I don't really would go. I mean, see how awkward I am talking about this. Shintan Sushak, boys love you. YNWA. Okay, yeah. Yinhua. Thank you.
Big showdown next week, Pez. Liverpool City next weekend.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm looking forward to United getting absolutely pumped by Liverpool shortly. Anyway.
Yeah.
Is that one? Is Liverpool City? Is that winner takes all, basically? As in whoever wins takes the lead. I know
so
City have the lead.
City is 1 point front. Liverpool go to City next weekend, and there's 8 games left. So, and Liverpool have won about fucking 15 games in a row. Because I think the gap 1 point was like 12 points. I think.
He goes, does Punt have a chance to be the best Test wicketkeeper ever? Asking us.
Mate, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Time will tell, mate. Time will tell, Ash. Hey, he goes, I just saw one, but the click didn't work, but it just said you were a rooster. So I'm just telling you that for me. Thanks. But someone else wrote that. I was just clicking on that. I'm scrolling down here, brother. There's a lot. I'm just getting some super chats going. Mm-hmm. Guys, talking about naked bats and sponsorships. Do you fund startups? Imagine IPL 2030 sponsored by. I mean, what fucking money do you think we're making? Do we fund startups? What the fuck is this? Fucking $5.50 from you, and we appreciate it.
Hey, fucking yeah, straight to the bank with that. Let me tell you. Acco sponsors 6 IPL teams, and they're a $1 billion unicorn company. And Shuman is asking, are you guys gonna own a team soon? What do you reckon?
Fun a couple startups.
Well, closer than what you think, actually.
Mate, we are a startup. We're barely funding ourselves. Maybe that's what he means. Okay, it's a question here. Just a comment here about Kendra Lust. I mean, I don't know who that is. Anyway, Sarim Hussain just got into Test cricket and have to deal with the England Test team. First game I saw was Lords 2021. Please help. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sarim, that your first Test match was Lords. That was
one of the fucking greatest. Sarim, I guess he's an England fan. I guess he's an England cricket fan. Yeah, okay, so the first game was when that was when Siraj at the last wicket, and they came from not nowhere, but they had a bit of a come from behind victory to win that Test match. That would have been, mate. If that's your first game,
there were 5.
Cricket's ruined.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's what he means.
Bit of Boomer gear with Boomer Anderson gear. Yeah.
Nicholas, thanks for this. Pairs get a game in for Nightcliff Tigers. Good lads, and have some shenanigans after. Well, I live in Nightcliff, Nicholas, and I met a guy down at De La Plage on Saturday. His name's Brian, and he shaved my dog a couple of weeks before that at a good price, and it turned out he plays for Nightcliff. I was sort of asking around and asking around. I was talking to him. I didn't get the impression he sort of had any clue who Pezza was. But nevertheless, yeah, Nightcliff is the local club. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if I can play. He shaved my dog, and it was a really good service because it's hot here, and he did it for $85. It's much less than the stripping you get in Melbourne. I'll give you the tip.
Hang on. What?
What's up?
Okay, so how often does Florimo get shaved? How often are you shaving the front?
Not that often. He's a shaggy dog. He's a border terrier. Look him up. He's like Baxter off Anchorman. So he's shaggy dog, but lives in Melbourne. The dog's breed is from like Finland, and so pretty bred for more cold than anything. Gristle kind of color. Melbourne, it works well. Come up to Darwin, see you later. He needs his hair got rid of there, and instead of like you normally you strip those dogs, so you can actually pull their hair out. Sounds a bit inhumane. It's not. It's fine. You can take them to a groomer, and it's quite expensive, though they look really nice and they get the fucking smells going and shit. It's a complete waste of time and money. And Brian, who plays for Nightcliff, he just got the clippers out and
just had him on him.
But, no, he's a dog groomer. He's a dog groomer.
Okay, he wasn't using his Manscaped.
I asked him that. It would have been handy, wouldn't it?
So I was saying it before, off air, that I've been thinking for a little while about getting a dog, but actually really looking into it. So, and we need a dog in the studio here. We need a new character. We need something new for the eyes. I don't need to round out my dating profiles generally. So it's just an avenue, a bit of a honey trap, which will be the dog's name, Honey Trap.
Come here, Honey Trap.
Calling that out in the street. Honey Trap, no.
Come here, H. What's his real name? Oh, Honey Trap.
When you say you lean into it, Honey Trap.
Yeah, Honey Trap.
So let me know in the comments what kind of dog breed I should get. I've got a few ones in mind.
Because you can do like surveys on that shit as well. Like, what sort of like bloke are you? What's your cock size? You know.
Yeah. Well, I did submit some penis photos to some groomers.
Cool. Oh, yep. Yeah, I'm there. I did submit some penis photos to some groomers. I mean, no wonder we struggle to get gigs, man. I'm not saying that's the one that crosses the line. I'm just saying that's the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Do we need to be better?
No, people out there having a good time. Rottweiler. Here's my vibe. Here's my vibe with dogs, man. I'm not like, hey, I love all animals. It's the people I don't like. No, like small. Like I don't want a handbag dog. You know, I'm looking in the bigger dog variety. Though I don't need a fucking.
Of course you are.
I'm looking at, but I don't want to be threatened because as the big dog of the apartment that I live in alone, I don't want to sort of have an alpha showdown.
You need a big dog because you're a big dog, right? That's basically what it means, right?
Like I'm, yeah. I think like big-ish dog, yeah. Like I'm not talking like I don't want a Shetland pony just knocking around in my second bedroom, and that's how I talk about because now
big enough though.
Big enough. Yeah. It's got to be big. It's not the biggest, but it's big enough.
Big enough.
It'll do a job. I said a dog that'll do a job. Yeah.
Yeah. Size-wise.
It just performance is everything. It's the performance package 3.0.
That's right. Your dog is an absolute symbol of how you see your own ego and your position.
It isn't. I saw her on someone wrote
small to medium.
Pez hasn't blinked in 3 minutes. There's actually a greyhound. There's a couple of greyhounds in my apartment building, actually. Anyway, someone wrote on Patreon. We're just on Patreon just during the week, or if you join our YouTube, there's a join button just down there. You can sign up to the coat tier, and you get hashtag #ICDC Fridays every Friday. And we've been talking about ruined words, like what either TGC or cricket generally has given what words have been ruined by your association to this fucking thing or the game itself. And someone was like talking about someone at work they were describing as like a really good workhorse, but they described this female colleague as a bush horse. Oh, she's a really good bush horse. It's perfect. It's perfect.
That's absolutely
ruined
perfect.
Words.
Alex Scott, if you had 5 tests in the US, where would you choose? Okay. Well, you got to go NYC, LA. You got to have one in Texas, and you got 2 left. And I probably want one in some deep South shit. I think, but I also want to be in the mountains at some point as well. Some Denver stuff. Is that right?
What about Colorado. Like I want some fucking Bourbon Street gear. You know, like I've actually never been to New Orleans.
Yeah, it's good.
New Orleans. Yeah, you've been, haven't you? Yeah.
French Quarter. Had a great time.
Yeah.
Another one here for you, he goes. We were there, right? A question for Higo QC. I did a bit of due diligence on you and found out that you were an associate at Herbert Smith Freehills. Why did he leave the legal services circuit and big dollars? That's interesting. I like RTG X Luna that you have phrased the question in the first person to Higo's in the first 2 sentences, and then you change it to not be speaking to him as though we're in a 3-way conversation. Then you turn to me to have that last bit answered. Or are you appealing to Higo's alter ego that was a formerly legal person? I mean, there's a bit going on, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And the first thing about it is that that you've obviously found a different person, because I never worked at Herbert Smith Freehills. I never worked there.
Nice.
So there's that. But yeah, before I did this, I did some law. And why did I leave? I left it to do this. I think we've been doing this for like full time for like 5 years, I guess now, more or less. And at the time when I finished law, it sort of like ran parallel to like just being able to work full time at TGC. And it was like, oh, I can start making really bad money doing the thing that I love, which is just trying to make people laugh, I suppose. So I was like, oh, I want to do that. But you know what? Law and comedy, very similar fields, very like same people, basically. Just working with psychos nonstop. Really.
Just answer this as well. He goes, brother, too. What's the point of this live? So I suspect that sort of he'd rather not, is more of an editorial critique of this.
Yeah. There's no point to anything.
Yeah.
There's no point to anything.
As well. Super chats is the point. Someone's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Planning any comedy shows post Tropo Pez? Thanks, Oscar. Oscar, great friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. And there will be more information in due course. But we'd be looking pretty solid for a tour at the end of a tour during summer during the tests, and there's some chats about that actually this week, and some very interesting guests as well who may be interested, but very early days. So that's in Australia. And then we want to, the plan is, I'm just burning boats on this, but I've said it 1,000 times. We want to go to India for the Australia tour, which we're understanding. It's not official, but it's going to be more in January, February next year. So test out our intel there. It's listed for September, October this year. We think it's going to be in January, Feb or something like that. And we want to come to India hard and do a tour there as well. Maybe even IPL after that. And then, God damn it, he goes, is it the Ashes halfway through next year as well in England? So that'll be UK. So I tell you what, in the next 15 months, we'll have done Australia, UK, and India. And
then there's also
throw the US in there as well.
Then there's also the 50 over World Cup is in India after the Ashes.
Yeah, that's great.
Ragav. Cricket.
Ragdabit. Please interview India's best Vikrant Gupta. Okay.
Nice.
Yep, another one. Dogscaped. Yeah.
Nice.
That's what Brian was doing. Here we go. He goes. We'll try and get through as many of these, and we'll pack it in shortly. Boys, I'm planning on going over and playing some grade cricket. Which drinks should I avoid on the circuit to avoid beta status in the hierarchy?
Oh,
That's
you
an
don't want to
interesting
be
one.
drinking like you don't. I presume he's going to be Sniper Dog's going to be English probably if he's playing grade cricket.
5
So
GBP too.
so you want to avoid like your WKD equivalents, your Smirnoffs, your sort of sugary, beta, wet children drinks.
Yeah,
No,
your
don't get me
lolly
wrong.
water.
Yes, your lolly waters, if you will, Sniper Dog 007. And I know that you will. You want to be avoiding that, and you want to just go. You want to start like just crushing domestic lager. Now, what you were saying is a bit of home piss. That's what you're drinking there.
Okay,
a couple of schooners of home piss.
What's and you walk in here? What's the best home piss here? And people just look at you and go, "Man, stop trying so hard." What's a fucking home piss here?
You know how like you can come back as an adult and you can have like your Smirnoff Double Blacks because they're actually like I'm a real sweet tooth, as you know.
You're a sugar fiend.
And a sweet treat. Yeah. So, but you can come back to that. But like if you're 22 and you're with the boys and you order a round of, WKDs, come on. I was actually saying that if you order that like 2 a.m, it's actually a nice change up. It's a nice change up. When you drink too many, now drink responsibly. Binge drinking is not big or cool or tough. Although, no. But like a couple of good nights. But if you have like, when you have like, say, you get yourself in the 6 to 8 bracket of beers, and then you're like, my palate needs a change because I feel like I'm drinking out of a fucking desert can here. And that's when you go for a little change up. Yeah. Once you change up, you can't go then back to beers. Like, so it's like then you got to time your night. When's my last beer going to be? It's a real big issue, man. It's a really big issue.
I can't do it.
Not enough people talk about it.
Arati Mishra, what do you guys think about a Wii Cricket collab? All right, we'll get this question a lot. First thing to say, have chatted with the Wii Cricket boys before. Nearly did a collab summer last year. We weren't able to do it. Love their work. They do good shit. Always support other online content creators, essentially. We're just busy. And maybe it will happen one time. I'd rather, with respect, time will tell. Time will tell. I guess we'll see. But Arati, look, with respect to Dan and Kez, and there is respect, if an interview with MS Dhoni came up, I'd probably go for MS. Now, that's a false equivalence, really. But I'm just saying that in terms of priority, I'll be chasing MS before you have Dan and Kez, who don't really need our help. Also, by the way, they're doing really well. So, yeah. And there's other people who are telling us to collab with some India cricket YouTube channel. Okay, guys, stop telling us how to do a fucking channel. Okay. I think it's going pretty well. I've got a couple of ego issues there. So, yeah, a lot of people think they can just fucking do it. A lot of people come and go, oh, you should tweet this. Oh, yeah, have a crack. Fucking open your own account. Yeah. So, there you go.
You know what you should do really easily? You should just start a podcast because there's not many. So
just type it in. Type it in, see what happens.
Start an account. Start a burner account.
Okay, here we go. I don't know. Is there a lot of spam going on here or some shit? All right. Interview Will Smith and Chris Rock, I see. Here we go. Some more stuff here. Here goes. There is no point to anything. We believe in paying for work. I wonder why ANU did not give you guys an honorary PhD already. Okay, Shubham Goyal, just really, like the money. Shubham, you rate yourself a bit.
Hey, the money's great.
Yeah. If valid life, are you really ready for Indian audience? Be honest. Why do I like this question? He goes, are you really ready?
Well, we've been fantasizing and fetishizing about doing some stuff outside grounds of Indian test matches, and then it's like, I'll probably need to hire some security. Is that even possible?
Look after us. I think it would be great. Are we really ready for the Indian audience? You tell us. We just do our gear. We play a lot of grade cricket. It left an indelible imprint on us, and we just transfer that out to everybody else as a way of telling stories about cricket. There's other people who do it. They were much better at cricket than us. We just do it. See how it goes. India seems to like it, because they're a cricket-loving nation, the greatest cricket-loving nation. That's not pandering; it's fact. They just love the code. That's what I said. Yeah, it's greatest, literally the chat is the most fucking grade level pump. All right, so Will Hollier. G'day, Will. Are you a Fisher fan or are you more of a Flume? More Flume, boys. I'm no Flume better than Fisher.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah. So okay, this other one. Yeah. Cheers. Where Coley interview.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
That's true. You can find those. They're just on the. You just go on the YouTube and you just type in Coley interview, and there's he's done heaps.
We got him early, actually, on the pod.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying, where's any Coley interview? Yeah.
Yeah, no, you just Google it. He's done heaps like press conferences and all sorts. Yeah, no, there's
maybe that's what JP Sport. He actually meant to type that into Google, but instead put it into a YouTube thing.
Coley interview where
get search terms.
Yeah.
Okay. Can CSK Moscow win from here? Oh, something else you go. Sorry.
One of my favorite ones, like when apart from people telling you like how to do your stuff or just like you should get this person, is when they tell you like get this person's like he was on 2 weeks ago. Or like he's been on 5 times. I've seen like McGill just in comments here, like Gilchrist has been on 3 times, twice.
Yep.
McGill's just been on once. He sort of got hard to contact after a bit.
Mark Waugh, but had that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's good.
Yes.
Lol.
Okay. No more super chats at the moment. I mean, if you want to bring it through. Krishna I, of course you're ready. Nobody will recognize you or ask you for a bag. Trust us. What do you mean no one will recognize us? That's why all my friends want to come over. I've told them.
I mean, I am scared about, being offered, certain substances given what happened to Zimbabwean cricketers getting caught up in a sting and then having to.
Right.
Who was that? That was I can picture his face. Blonde dude. Can someone let me know in the comments who was it? The Zimbabwean cricketer Brian.
Oh yeah, I've forgotten his last name. It's probably for the best for him.
Yeah.
Guys, you can do all sorts of shithousery outside Indian stadiums. I'll be security. Don't worry. I got pipes.
Nice, brother.
Okay, that's good. Okay, here's one. He goes, boys, Gilly would be a great guest for the show.
Brendan Taylor.
Gilly would be a great guest for the show. What do you think? He goes.
I do think that. Yeah, and he was good both times.
Yeah, I know that he's good.
Yeah,
both times. Has he been on twice?
He's been on twice, yeah. He was on early, and then he was on last or two winters ago.
Right.
We've tried to line him up for a live show, so it's hard. It's hard, like with these, because they're so busy during the summer. Like just with their commentary gigs or their speaking gigs, or like Brandon Taylor. Thank you, Brendan Taylor. Thank you, everyone who helped me there. Yeah, that was his name.
Hey, last couple here. Have gone on too long. This is no way helpful for a YouTube at all. First season of park cricket in Sydney. Found it bullshit playing with Ollies and Sith. They're all shit. How enter the Sydney grade cricket circuit? Well, you just turn up to training, and if you're good in the nets, they'll just want you to keep playing. And if you're shit, they won't. You just go down like it'll be online, right? I mean, there's all sorts of other unconventional rules. I've written a piece about that in 2012. Believe me, I had to prove I wrote that.
Man, I'm getting date offers in the chat.
Oh, really? Can you? Yeah. Well, you can't leave it there. Let's go. What do we got?
Michelle Awa said, "Would you like to go on a date with me, Ian? Don't need to know any more information. Let's do that. That would be, as long as we can do it for content. So do some vlogging. Maybe get a couple of tweets out of it. So if we do it, if we can really make. Oh, I mean, we can start a future together. That's exciting. Michelle, that'd be cool.
Hey, Michelle, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? Not to judge that, and also tell us what it is about Ian that attracts you. Because this is an entertainment operation, Ian.
Oh, I see.
Never called you Ian before.
No, unnatural. I was talking actually to someone last night. Let's leave that there. But it was like, because everyone in my life, no one calls me Ian. So like, not my parents don't call me Ian. Like in the UK, everyone called me Higo. Everyone called me He Goes Here or Higgs or variations of the last name. But then like if I'm romantically linked, like it's a transfer. Oh, he's linked for a move away.
Yeah. He's been linked to
he's been linked to Michelle. Yeah. Michelle's preparing a bid.
Yeah, that's right. He goes, issues, come and get me, plea.
I'm not going to training anymore. Yeah, I'm not turning up. I've downed tools. I've downed Manscaped. Not at all. Keep that up. Change the channel's name to Honey Trap. That's funny. But yeah, like if a partner started calling me Higgos, that's the only time anyone calls me Ian. So I'm not sure what the point of that was, but yeah, there's a come and get me plea. Fucking hell.
Right. Now hang on a second. Couple more. Just had a very very speculative invitation myself.
Have you?
Very speculative. Boys, how do you like IPL's background music? Higgos and Pezzy Lad. Mutt. Love it, eh? I guess.
Yeah, well, to each your own, I suppose.
That's right. Yeah. Well, there's good tunes. There's good tunes. Okay. Mark Phillips, where Jamison and Christian interview. Hey, do you think we can release that now?
Well, neither of them are at RCB, and
neither of them at RCB, and yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, Christo probably won't play in the IPL again. Maybe. I mean, okay. Kyle Jamison.
Tell him we're interviewing him tomorrow. Do you want to tell him that?
Yeah, it was actually my first two questions. Yeah, I mean, he definitely could, but basically, he might. Yeah, he probably won't. But like, but Kyle Jamison's like in his early 20s, isn't he? He's mid 20s, so he's got
18 sort of years of IPL contracts. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So I don't want to affect his life.
Okay. So thanks, Lucas. Get Zampa. Yeah, okay. I mean, is that a reverse Malachi joke? Like, because we've got him too many times. Have we now interviewed this international cricketer, probably the player of the tournament, the last ICC T20 World Cup? Have we done that too many times for you, Lucas? Now, is it not the right number of interviews with Adam Zampa? Too many. You just can't ever get it right, can you?
No. What's the perfect amount?
Like, there is no.
Ganguly hasn't been on the show, so that's perfect. 0.
Data. Okay. Brian Lara said, okay. What level of grade cricket do you guys make it to? What role did you play? It doesn't matter. We all played, all the grades. Eugene Krabs, Brian Lara. Okay. Oh, look at this. Here we go. So hang on. What was the last thing that I saw? Someone else wanted us to do this. So it's just said get Zampa. So, all right. Sorry about that.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. Hey, we're just talking. Talking about whether we should release the Dan Christian Kyle Jamison interview that we had to take down because we weren't sure if Christo would ever play IPL again.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, he's been blacklisted for sure. That's what they do over there.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I asked you, Onzor, because there's a discussion going on behind the scenes about Lucknow's jersey, and we made the point. I think that they looked like sort of teal pajamas that you would wear to bed, soft colors. They're not really for like public consumption. Do you have a view on that? And I know you're close with Marcus Stoinis.
We've been giving it to him for the last week. Ash Agar and I have been absolutely hammering him about the Lucknow kit. And like kind of taking it too far with it, just because the joke has been, it's like the only thing we can talk about really, unfortunately. And Stoin's been, I've never seen him like this, but he's never been so defensive about anything in his life.
Like, can you get what? How is he? I can't imagine him being defensive about stuff. Like, what's he saying?
Yeah,
he actually, I think he brought it up. He started the conversation. I was like, "Wow, the Lucknow played their first game last night. Their kit looked sick." And I looked at Ash Agar, and we looked at each other and went, "Maybe you'll make it look good, but it's not good kit, mate." It's not,
because it's like it's actually really similar to. It's a really similar color to that. Zam's like and like in the background, like it's actually that's as a poster, like that's just beautiful texturing, nice colouring. But as a jersey, like Stoinis can pull anything off, as we know, but like it doesn't accentuate the pipe.
Well, we've been wearing the same colour for like 3 years in the Australian team for training, and it's always like, when's when's the next colour coming? Is it soon, please? And that's including Stoin, but now he really likes the colour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this? Do you think this is going to develop into a problem for Luck now? Like, do you think that the question about their jersey color is going to kind of drown out the literal creation of their team, or do you think Stoinis's body can overcome all of that?
I think it'll definitely form some sort of clique over there. Pro jersey, which obviously Stoin will probably be the leader of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just not a championship winning jersey. It doesn't look like it's not. I can't see to the end of year celebrations like them holding up the trophy, the capitalist IPL trophy or whatever it's called. Like I just can't see it. It's not rich enough, like it is in texture, not the owners of the team.
Yeah, I don't know. India won the World Cup in 2007 with the same kit, so
that's true.
Yeah,
so maybe
I don't
it doesn't matter.
I don't know if it's a championship winning jersey or not, but it's not a nice colour, basically, in my opinion.
Zorb, where are you at the moment?
About to swing a couple of golf clubs on the simulator in Lahore with Sean Abbott.
Oh, Seba. I thought it sounded like G'day, Sean. It sounded like someone was whipping somebody else before. I'm glad you showed us that, because I was just like, well, there's a ritual whipping happening over there.
Is it a BDSM dungeon?
No, it's only 450. We usually start out at about 6.
Zorby got. I mean, we're on live on YouTube. There's a couple of fans. They'd be desperate for an IPL prediction from you.
Like who I think's going to win?
Well, I just wanted to leave it open because you could have done a prediction about anything. But if you wanted,
I'll never play for RCB again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's definitely not happening. That's not even a prediction. I think that's written in stone somewhere.
Wow.
I kind of hope CSK win it. I like CSK. Sean Abbott leading run scorer.
CSK.
And taking you guys from Tony.
You guys would be following it very closely over there in Lahore. Obviously playing an international cricket series of your own, where there's more games to be played. But I'd imagine the IPL's on like most afternoons and nights, right?
Sean, can you answer that? Were you watching the IPL much over here?
Negative.
Nah. Negative, he said. He's been sleeping, big fella.
Fair enough. Zorb,
most of the IPL chat's been about Lucknow's kit.
Yeah.
And surely who's getting paid the most? That's most of the conversation, surely. Like, what kind of coin we're talking? What kind of bunts?
I think Stoin's pretty happy to get paid, but he's being paid to wear it. But a bit of honesty about the kit would go a long way.
Miss.
How was your birthday the other day, mate?
Great, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, another whip.
The big 30 years old, mate. So I'm starting to feel it, actually.
Oh, big one. That's huge, if true.
It's true, yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask what forum we're on here?
Yeah, this is on YouTube, mate.
How many viewers? How do we check this? What's
there's like 700 people watching at the moment.
But then, like, I did say to you it was live. Or do you think we're just FaceTime. I mean, and then cumulatively, there's probably going to be like 30K, probably 30 to 50.
Over a year.
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah.
Over the IPL.
Yeah. Well, is there anything you want to withdraw? Like now that
Yeah.
it's live, like, would you like to take back anything you've said or?
Well, once the newspapers pick this up, it'll probably get shared around a bit more. So bump those numbers up.
Nah. Everything's fine. I just thought I'd get on and talk about the kit because I think Stoin will probably see this. Yeah.
How is the big fella?
He's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, okay. There's the whipping gear. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the Australian team relax, right? You guys just come down from your hotel.
This is raw footage,
and you just whack balls into a screen, right?
This is as raw as it gets. This is about as much golf as I play too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you reckon more people are watching this live stream than they have the ODI series in Pakistan?
Where are we playing, Saba? Barnschnugel.
Oh, that's nice. Nice. A bit of Barnschnugel.
What do we got here? 75 degree. Sweet. Awesome.
I suppose. I mean,
is this a pitching wedge or a whip?
What's your playing name?
Playing name Young Z.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. No. Oh, just YUNGZ.
Yep.
Young Naughty Z.
Chatil wrote in and said CSK do lack leg spinners.
That's interesting.
It's a good point. Like, don't know what you want me to do with that information though.
Okay, last one, Zorb, and then we'll let you go. You've been very generous to join in. Someone's written thoughts from Stu Zorba. Thoughts on Australia losing on Zampa's birthday?
Is that like a combination of Stuart McGill and Adam Zampa in one person?
Yeah.
In one username?
Yeah.
That's
gold, isn't it?
Any thoughts on Oz losing on Zampa's birthday? I assume you didn't watch that game. Hey, lads.
Watched every ball.
Every ball.
I don't know. Is that a dig at me?
No. I don't think it is. I think it's
no.
like just what's it like? Just being your birthday, lose a game of cricket. I think I don't think there's any dig. Believe I've been dug out this last hour.
I think the question's towards you, guys.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to know your thoughts on that question.
I think it's a privilege to play for Australia, and I think if you hold any kind of sense of ill will or negativity, maybe you just need to think about the honor of representing your country and to be alive at age 30 and healthy and doing well.
But also at the same time, I do remember playing like a couple of, like when you play on Australia Day, like, in fours, and it's like, oh, everyone's like got, like sometimes you play Saturday, Sunday because you get the Monday off or whatever, or the Friday off. And it's like, playing on a public holiday is not that fun. So I've got a winter birthday, so I never played on my birthday. Actually played in England actually, but so it really goes one or two ways, because it's just, if Zorb takes, 3 for 15 off 8 on his birthday, but the team loses, that's a day out. That's a team song. That's a pretty good day. That's a pretty good day. I'm getting in the tubs. I'm singing the song with a couple of, lemonades. So it really depends how you perform on the birthday, I think. But yeah, I guess playing for Australia would be nice. I mean, I would do it if it was offered. It just hasn't come around just yet for me. But I guess we'll see.
It'll get there, mate.
Yeah, I've got a couple of irons in the fire.
Yeah.
Make-A-Wish stuff, but yeah.
All right. Hey, Zorb, thanks so much for joining, mate. You didn't need to do that at all, but it's very kind of you.
Raw footage.
Raw footage.
Yeah.
Get rarer.
Take
Peace
it
in
out
the
of
Middle East. Yep.
See you all.
Whack. Okay.
Yeah, Mark
Well, let's
Phillips said
wrap-
I scored a duck
yeah.
on my birthday for once. Worst moment of my life. Yeah, see, I relate to that, Mark. Duck on your birthday. That's a birthday ruiner. And you're probably playing in your 20s. I was probably in your 20s as well. You know, it's like, some of the best days of your life. Globe on your birthday.
Let's wrap it up here, guys. I mean, obviously, this show's conforming to everything that they tell you to do on YouTube to maximize views and everything, right?
Yep.
You know, do a live question and answer show that goes for an hour and 15 minutes, where you sort of don't really answer questions.
We're just connecting. We're just connecting with the audience.
We're just connecting,
we're just having
baby.
a chat. We're just jumping online. You know, we had a bit of time.
Yep.
You know, I got asked out on the date. That was nice for me. We spoke to
Any update on that, by the way?
I couldn't. I haven't really been watching. But I didn't see. Didn't see it coming again.
Right.
See what's sound like Saba was hitting them pretty well though. So
Yeah.
something to yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Zamps knew that we were on YouTube just then?
Yeah, I did. Like, he just had. I did make it clear. Like, it was that's when you said. I said I'm dealing with a speculative invitation of my own. That's what that was. So that literally happened just then. So why don't you jump on? He knew.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's going to be quite upset, wouldn't he? Just to think that he was having a chat with us.
And we were
while
broadcasting.
we're sitting in a studio and with microphones.
Yeah. As we know, this is how we have all our phone calls. Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to wrap this up or do you want me to do it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. Let us know what you think about that. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of criticism, but probably won't read heaps of it, to be honest. But appreciate you tuning in. We got heaps of other shit coming up this week. There's all sorts of reviews. We got a podcast. We're talking to Dan Christian, talking to Barney Ronay. We've got Patreon, patreon.com/Grey Cricketer, doing some work behind the scenes on live shows. Would love you to subscribe on YouTube. That's pretty much the main game, and talk about irons in the fire in terms of talking to players. There's a lot going on there. And we're keen to show it to you if we can get it done. But we're only a 2-person operation plus a recently hired social media producer. Cheers, and we'll just throw you out with this one and don't even know if the sound's going to work.
Which was an unpopular one for most of the Julios, as we used to call them, captain and coached by Shane Warne, was Johnny Williamson. So I want to set the mood with a bit of Johnny Williamson, just to get us going before we actually sing the team song together. Blue, blue, is it me and you? Is it mum and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mates when he's in a fight? Or will she be right? True Baloo. Terrible guitar player. Sorry about that.